So, hello again, all my chronic warriors. I haven't been feeling well. That's definitely something, but I also didn't know what to produce. I've been chatting with Christina. Christina has her channel and she vlogs. So I will link her YouTube in the warrior box. So what I decided on when I was chatting on Instagram with Christina is to give you, I'm going to tell you the story of my scoliosis. Yep. Let me do some breathing exercises. And when I was 12, I was found with a 62-degree C curvature in my spine. And so that was like a giant C, just a big curve. And it was so big that it was squishing all my organs together. And an ortho surgeon too. And on the x-rays and on that stuff, the only thing they could see is a curvature, which we knew that was there. So I go into surgery, I go under anesthesia at the hospital and everything. And during my surgery, as he was fusing, I'm fused about like from in between your shoulder blades all the way to my pelvis. So my whole spine is pretty much fused together by two titanium bars with a bunch of little screws. So when he went in to do that, he found a broken vertebrae. We were not expecting that there was a broken vertebrae. Something he did say is that it looked like it had been broken for a long time. So all we were thinking about was like, what fall could have cracked it? But he fused my spine, and at the end it came out like he touched screws to go out, and then they went into like the two sides of my pelvis after surgery. So I was supposed to be kept sedated for I think a couple days, and I was intubated. And you know, intubation is goes down your trachea into your lungs to help you breathe. But the drug that was supposed to keep me asleep was propofol, the Michael Jackson drug. Yeah, it didn't work. It did not keep me asleep. I woke up intubated. And that was the scariest thing in my life. Breathing over the tube. Breathing, I can't remember exactly what it felt like. But all I know is that I was terrified. So that, I mean, it felt like I was breathing, but it also felt like I was being suffocated because there was something down my throat. And then, so when I woke up, they did extubate me since I was breathing over the tube. And they just put me on oxygen for a little while. No big deal. I just wasn't using all of my lung correctly yet. And also during this hospital stay, I had hallucinations. This one day I was hallucinating that two puppet, don't ask me how I knew they were puppets. Ask me how I knew there were puppets, because I don't know, I just knew. But puppet snakes were wrapping around my dad's head and strangling him. And my other hallucination was my mom's face was cracked all over and blood. But this hospital stay was over after about a little more than a week. And I started using my walker. After another week, I started doing little laps in our house. And so as I got better, and as I kept walking, and then I was going to school and walking, as I got better, when I would pick my leg up, this little feeling of something stabbing up came into my hip. And then when I let my leg fall down again, this little feeling of something stabbing right back down hit my hip. Stabbing pain. It was excruciating. It almost made me fall every time. I have a high pain tolerance, so I was working through it. I was like, this pain is going to get better, and I was just working through it. And then while showering myself, someone would come in to wash my back. And then while my mom was washing my back and putting pressure on my back, at certain points, there would be a burning pain. We have many CAT scans and so many x-rays, and just figure out why this pain was there. And nothing was showing us. Nothing was, like, everything looked perfect. The scans looked wonderful, looked like everything was healing fine. So my surgeon went in blind. He didn't know what he was looking for. All he knew was that I was in excruciating pain. And that's all he went back in on. When he was in, when he opened up my back, he found a completely stripped screw. Like, completely. Like, it was loose in my hip, loose in the left side of my pelvis. It was stripped. He found 2 large abscesses. The 2 abscesses were from what we later found out were the dissolvable sutures dissolving inside my back, and not dissolving at all, just 2 broken vertebrae yet again. 2 crushed, broken vertebrae, or not crushed, split. And after no scan, no x-ray, no CT showed all this. This was all found when he cut me open. So I don't know if I'm, like, immune to radiation. Thank you. Down. So I don't know if I'm immune to radiation. I don't think you can be, but every single test I have is always clear, is always negative for something. But in that operation, he found everything. So on that recovery, I just didn't walk as soon. And I never really regained walking. I can walk a little bit. I tell you just what you mean. That's my spinal surgery. So goodbye, all my chronic warriors. I need to work on breathing right now. So thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye. Wait. Oh, my thank you. Oh. Puppy love.